Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McCullough, joined by Stephen House, and we're outside Old Trafford 2-0 against Crystal Palace today. United got a comfortable victory, which is nice at Old Trafford.
Two early goals, brother.
Two early
Two
goals
early
from
goals.
two academy players?
From two academy players.
Nice, isn't it?
Jose playing the way that he should in a game that don't mean anything. I know, which is what everyone will say in the comments. But do you know what? He made a game that doesn't mean anything, and a game that we would have been going in there with a bit of an attitude about, to be honest, wouldn't we? Apart from the circumstances in which it ended up being. And then everyone went in quite jovial and quite expectant, and the young lads delivered. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I thought they was all the best players on the pitch. I thought Mitchell, Harrop, McTominay is probably one of the best games I've seen him play as well, and Tuanzebe just filling in midfield like he's a natural. Timbo at right back. We talked about that tackle in the first half. Are you kidding me?
First 5 minutes.
Oh mate, are you kidding me? I was like, oh, well, we got it. Fair enough.
It's crazy how he was playing at right back. Tuanzebe was at central midfield,
Mourinho
swap
died,
position.
Mourinho died.
I think Paul, as he usually does, casting light and casting sense on everything. He said maybe it was because Timbo has just come back, which did make sense.
One, yeah, you want to put your players that are just coming back in maybe wider areas, and also I think he needed a little bit of a cooler head in there. Tuanzebe's that Rio mould where he's very calm and very, like Carrick-esque in certain.
So what you're saying is Tuanzebe is better than Rio?
No,
already.
Obviously, however, no. What I'm saying is Tuanzebe's super composed, whereas Timbo is not. He's like a hand grenade.
That's why he takes that central midfield area so easy, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think it is, yeah. And I think he's very composed. He's very intelligent in what he does with the ball at his feet, whereas Timbo is just like a literal bull in a china shop. And that's what I love about him. But maybe it was the right idea to maybe move him out of the way where he's not going to cause damage to everyone else and himself, and let Tuanzebe sit in the middle and perform that Carrick role to a certain extent today. But I thought he was all mint. And Josh Harrop, Pogba plays that outside of the football round the corner to him over the top. And in my head I was thinking, this is a goal. He's going to score this. I had how strange is that? Because this season I've not had the confidence that someone's going to score when they go through one goal. I just felt the way Josh Harrop took it, and you could see he was like, I ain't passing this. This is going in the back of the net.
There was one point where he did look like he was about to go wide and just cut it, and then he changed his mind and thought, I'm going in the middle. And as soon as he done that, he committed everyone. I don't think the Palace defenders thought he was going to do that.
Unknown quantity, and that's what you get sometimes with the youth, innit? And they play without fear. And there was at one point it ended up going out for a throw-in because Mitchell wasn't expecting it. But you're talking 7 or 8 minutes into your full debut for the both of them, and they're doing back heels to each other down that left wing, and you think that's Manchester United's heritage right there. That's what we do. We bring players in and we play football without fear. And it was good to. And yeah, there's criticisms you can throw at Mourinho that earlier in the season he should have done this, but he's doing it now, and it might be a 2 fingers up to the FA. The reasons behind the reasons why he's done it. But he's still done it. He still did it. He still played them young lads today. And do you know what? I hope he said to them young lads, look, yeah, I haven't played many of you this season, and I'm going to spend probably 200 million-ish in the summer, but there's still a squad to be had here. There's still multiple fronts to fight on. Yous lot are playing for your future at this club. Go and impress me. And all of them impressed me. And I hope they all impressed him. And I was a little bit gutted for Matty Willock at the end there, because Matty Willock was about to come on, and we know Matty's a subscriber. We know he's a full-time Devils fan. And I thought Matty was going to get his chance, but the one we all really wanted was Angel won it. And I think that's just pure down to the age. If Angel doesn't get it now, if he doesn't get it now, then I think by the time he would have come back, even if he comes back for the first game of the season, he's probably not even in the top 10 then. But I think he goes in now. He's on the overall list, he's gone in at number 5, but I think on the list everyone talks about because of the Rowley one being in the War League, he goes in as number 4. That's an incredible. Look at the players around him. He's gone in right underneath Duncan Edwards. Hang on, we're not talking about average players here. Right? We're talking about Duncan Edwards. And all right, Duncan Edwards was supposedly this man at 16 years of age. You couldn't get further from that. He was walking around the pitch at the end there, and I think it was with Ashley Young's kids. And he just looked like he could have been another one of the kids that was with him. He just looked like another kid in a kit. He didn't look like it was anything to do with him. I'm talking to you here. Do you want to talk?
Some lads just dancing behind you in the car.
But he just looked like another one of the kids. He didn't. Daley Blind was stood next to him when he was warming up, and you just like, Daley Blind is not a big man, and you just think, look at the size of him.
Can we clear this myth as well about Angel Gomes' nanny connection?
It's not his cousin, and apparently Sky said it as well, or whoever it was, commentators said it. It's not his cousin. Angel
so
himself.
We're getting tweets saying, guys, stop tweeting that because Sky are saying this and this. We're right there wrong.
Yeah, Angel told me himself, Nanny is his godfather, not his cousin. My little friend. Okay, so can we clear that up? Nice one.
Sorted. We're talking about players there at the start of their careers, United careers. How about one that was maybe last game at Old Trafford today. Mr. Wayne Rooney, he did all right today. He helped the youngsters out, I feel, in his performance. But how do you feel when you see... Because I got emotional. Look, I've been on his back in the last couple of years. I haven't been happy with his performances. But when we all started chanting Rooney, when his kids come out, when you see him walking towards the tunnel and you think, is this the last time? I know we've got the Carrick's testimonial and all that, but that was Wayne Rooney.
It's not the same. Listen, my own personal feelings for how Wayne Rooney is arguably not connected with the fans aside, and you can argue about that all day long, but he hasn't connected with the fans like some players have. What he's achieved at Old Trafford is phenomenal. He's had a great career. I was just chatting to Webby over there a second ago, and he said, do you think it's the last time we've seen Carrick and Rooney? And I said, I think it probably is. And I think that both of them, Carrick's career is going to get overlooked because it's not quite Scholes' and Giggs or Rooney's. And Rooney's might because it's not Giggs' or Scholes, but I think those four are probably the four most decorated British players you can find, I think. They've won it all. And they've won it all over a long, long time. And they're still continuing to add trophies to it, even in bad seasons and at the end of their career.
And there's one that could complete the whole collection.
Yeah, I'm not... Look, I do not believe Wayne Rooney connected with the fans in a way that he probably should have and could have. But that doesn't take away from what he's achieved at this club. And for a time, he was one of the best players in the world, one of the top 2 or 3. Should arguably have been in the running for a Ballon d'Or at some point, but just wasn't quite as good as someone who picked it up. That doesn't mean that he's not been a world-class player for a long, long time. His decline has been stark, but when he was shining bright, there wasn't many brighter than him, and he was a joy to watch sometimes. Everything that I liked about United, aggressive, attacking football, never say die attitude, a young Wayne Rooney had that. It did fade.
And we talk about this fearlessness about these youth today.
Oh,
Wayne Rooney had that.
He epitomised it, yeah. There was early Wayne Rooney and Ronaldo was an absolute joy to watch. And all those breakaway goals, I mean, he gets a lot of stick for not looking after himself, and maybe that's justified.
You mentioned
he was wrapping up.
And Ronaldo. Do you remember when Wayne was at Everton and Ronaldo was here? And he clattered Ronaldo on the corner. That just flashed through my mind for some reason. Wayne, we do love you, even though you're a bit of an arsehole at times, but we love you, mate.
It's like having a mate who's a dick, innit? You can tell him he's a dick, but he's still your mate.
I got a mate who's a dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, man of the match?
Josh Harrop, mate, I thought everything he did was fantastic. He looked like he's 200 games deep in his United career, not 15 minutes. It was absolutely fantastic. That's the performances he's put in. I did a video on my channel, go and check it out, Youth Review, where I actually said I was going to
FC.
I was going to give him the Player of the Year award over Tuanzebe because I think I expected more this season from Tuanzebe. Last year he really knocked on a door. This year he's done well, and and probably deserves to be in the running for the Player of the Year award. But I thought Harrop's level of performance was just that little bit higher, and he's shown that today. It was great, and it was a joy to watch. And I've seen some people moaning about, it's a nothing game, this and that.
They just lived our dream, man.
You tell Josh Harrop that was a nothing game. You tell Demi Mitchell that was a nothing game. You tell Angel Gomes, 16 years old, that was a nothing game. Do me a favour, mate. That was fantastic.
They're going to be skipping all summer, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Angel, when he went out to warm up, there was a little bit towards the end of the game, probably 15 minutes to go or something like that, where Jose called him over and he was kneeling down and he was talking to him, and I threw a tweet out and I said, do you reckon he's giving him instructions here, or saying, listen, are you you're a good player, next year's your year or something like that? And I couldn't tell because at the time Willock was warming up and he just sent Willock out.
When Bailey got injured, right?
No, it was after this. It was quite a long time after this. And I was thinking, I wonder if he's just about to piss all over everyone's chips here, because everyone here wants to see Angel Gomes in the mixer, don't they? And ultimately, Rue Farrier comes walking over with the book, and I went to everyone, oh, he's coming on, that's it now. And as you get the little flip book, that's who you're going on. And then he ran out, and I went, I bet he's floating as he comes to warm up down there. It was a joy to watch. I've seen this kid since he was 13 years old playing for the under-16s, when he had shirts that was like 5 sizes too big for him because he had nothing that fit him.
Like Zayan in Pogba's today.
And it looks no different now he's playing in the first team, but I can't believe he's actually playing in the first team. Absolutely buzzing for him, and I hope he stays here for 20 years.
If he does end up here for 20 years, that will be because he's developed into the talent we all thought he would. Anyway, moving on from that, this man here, apparently, talking about dickhead friends, this one here apparently has 200 followers on BetBull. Full-time Devils have about 20. So what we need to do is beat this dude. His betting tips are shit. So you don't want to listen to him.
They're not shit.
They're just never right.
They're absolutely consistent, is what they are.
Consistently shit. Now, we've got one on for the Europa League final over 3 goals. So make sure you go and check that out. The link is in the description below. You have to be over 18. You have to be in the UK. This is a commercial seal, and I do apologise for doing this.
Sorry, mate.
Angel Gomes and half the team that started today can't play. We got one happy United fan behind us. He's unbettable. That's why he's so happy. So you do too. Steve, anything you want to add?
No, mate, I think that Jose played a blinder there by finishing the season and making a game actually feel entertaining, and the players that he picked delivered something that we've really lacked all season. So I hope that they've done a lot to change or potentially change Jose's mind about how he treats the youth. And
Broken Jose.
maybe he's padded his stats a little bit, as I've seen people saying. Maybe he has, but he still did it. But and I hope that the performance level that we saw from them today, it's been as good as anything from the big money signings that we've had. I hope that it's at least put a doubt in his mind about whether he should go to the transfer market or whether he should keep looking at the youngsters and, you know, show United's heritage a little bit of respect.
Respect.